What's good, young people? Shaman Bari, the beautiful host extraordinaire of The Show Show. And before we get to the recklessness which encompasses The Show Show, definitely want to give our condolences to Kanye West and his entire family for the passing of his mother. If you are lucky enough to have your mother or a mother figure on this planet, call her. Call her, call your grandmother, call your aunts, call your sisters, call everybody that you love. Just let them know you was thinking about them, because life is not guaranteed. There's no need to wait till Thanksgiving to call. I call my mother 4 times a day, all morning long, just to talk to her, because I love her. And y'all should please do the same, and definitely condolences go out to Kanye West and his entire family. And now on to the recklessness, which is the show. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I do not know why so many of you were against T.I. putting in a request to have Thanksgiving at his house. Yes, if it was you, this request would have been thrown out. But you would have been still locked up because you didn't have $3 million. So if they let him out, why not even just ask? You know, how many Thanksgivings is he going to have coming up in the next few years? I don't think that many. There's a good chance that this 2007 could be the last one for a few years. I think it's a high chance. I'm sure his family and himself think that there's a good chance he might not be coming home no time soon. So why not ask? He withdrew the request, but there's no harm in asking. Yeah, you would have still been locked up. I wouldn't have had no machine guns, whatever. But if I was in that position, you know, there's no harm in asking. What's the harm? And speaking of a who's scared report, also known as the clink or the jail cell, it's not looking good for the Jews. I know last week that he had one of the witnesses for the prosecution say that he wasn't sure if the Jews had a gun or not, and we're only in the pre-trial stuff to even decide we won't even have a trial for the Jews. Let me tell you something. They want the Jews, and they want the Jews to go down. They've given everybody a deal except for the Jews baby. It ain't looking sweet for you, baby. Listen, you can't run over from this one, baby. You're not running over in the airport off this time, baby. You are going down. So, and Johnny's not here. So I would suggest you come up with a plan quick, fast, in a hurry to respond to the thousands of emails the senior got blasting me for taking Jay-Z out of the top 5 last week. Fine. I heard the album was great. I haven't listened to it myself yet. But if you like Jay, so be it. I just expected better from the person that's supposed to be the greatest living rapper ever. Pardon me for wanting the best from supposedly the best. Okay, is it cool that Michael Jordan scored 17 points a game in the NBA? He's supposed to be the best. He's supposed to go 37. That's 17. I can get 17 for Armand Gilliam. That's how I feel. Cliff Leviton give me 9 points in the block. I want the best from the best. And I don't think I was giving that. I'll listen to the album and maybe I'll change my mind. But I do like the Rock Movie video. Fine. Everybody showed up. My video pick for this week is Sean Paul, Watch Them Roll. That's my pick of the week. And you know what? Skee-Lo was too small to put in the top 5. Sean Paul's in the top 5. Now, and I'll give you a reason. Tell me somebody within the last 7 to 8 years, that has led to more nightclub one-night stands than a combination of Bacardi, Grey Goose, and Sean Paul. Nobody can match it, and that's why he's in the top 5, because he's done more for me in my life than Jay-Z ever has. I would like to thank personally Sean Paul for many nights of extravagant pleasure, because Sean Paul came on the club at 1:30, and it separated the contenders from the pretenders, and that's why I get down with Sean Paul. I don't know, I never heard this song before the video came out. I'm sure they're whining and grunting to it all over the country, and we need to give Sean Paul way more respect. He's top 5. I don't know who else is in the top 5, but I know he's done more for me than Jay-Z or Rakim or whoever. Many a nights I would like to give a shout out to Sean Paul. And another video coming out very soon. Part 2 of Kim Kardashian's sex tape from Vivid and Ray J. It's the first time I felt for her because she got thrown on the bus. There's no doubt about it. She didn't know, that was going to come for that purpose. But like a smart young lady and Hall of Fame floozy, which I'm the president of those 1999 floozy, she took her situation and made the best of it and made herself a star. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're giving, lemon Jamaica a smooth lemonade. That's what she did. But people want to eat off that. And so there's going to be another tape coming out with some more footage. And I, being a connoisseur of speedy, also known as Bing, I feel like I have to watch it and enjoy it and laugh because I watched the first one and I'm going to watch the second one. Sucks for her. You got to get over it. You got in Playboy. You got to be a superstar now. You got to roll the punches. And I'm sure she'll handle it just fine. To all the websites and gossip people who are focusing in on Rihanna and her provocative pictures of her cupping the supple breasts of another young lady, back up off of Rihanna, please, and allow nature to take its course. You are putting too much pressure on her like this is a bad thing. And I don't appreciate that because it's a beautiful thing. And if you guys could just focus on allowing nature to take its course, it might take its course in public. We might all get to see it. But you guys are putting negative pressure on her, and I don't appreciate it. And as a fan of the smoochy smooth between two young ladies, I feel like y'all need to back the hell up. And the Tequila show, it'd be a much better show if you got rid of them lame dudes. The dudes don't cause enough drama. Women on these dating shows give you everything you need. That's why Flavor Love is so much better than I Love New York, because they want to go the extra step further to win. That competitive between two women is nothing like between two men. We got too much pride and ego. Women will go at each other's throats. So next year, no dudes, just men. A shout out to Akon, because we found out that he asked a fourth woman to be his wife, this young lady, beautiful lady from England, named Rachel Whitfield, and a lot of people are against it. I myself am 100% for polygamy. If you are crazy enough to marry 3 women and they or more, and this is supposed to be the 4th one, so be it. I ain't got no beef with you at all. Go ahead, do it. I'm not, listen, one time I had 3 girlfriends, okay? And I had to maintain that through lying. And I was so tired. I mean, it was such a bad move. Thanksgiving came around, the holiday, it was tough. And if he can pull that off and all tell him the truth like you just one of my wives, shout out to you, man. And you got great taste. Like, I can't knock you for it, man. Go do you. Unfortunately, for you J-Lo fans out there, she's probably going to be dropped by her record label Epic. She's just too expensive, and that's fine. She needs to get back to focusing on what's important, which is doing movies where she doesn't play a Latin woman. This is all Latin stuff is just not good for her. You know, all this Telemundo time and Univision, that's not where she started. She started in Money Train. That's how I want my J-Lo, like she was in Money Train. When she had the Puerto Rican baby hair slid down, ooh, she looked so good. She was just done being a fly girl. She needs to go back to that. Not all this singing with, look, I know, I respect Mark Anthony an empathy because he's a Hall of Fame floozy. And I hope he got a plan. I think she need to go back to just playing roles where she had no ethnicity. She was just dark. And that's as far as it went, and then white people accepted her. We need to go back to that. Condolences go out to the family of the guy who played Shaka Zulu. He passed away. Shaka Zulu died. His name is Henry Saleh. He died. I was sad to hear that. Because that's one of the greatest movies ever. I mean, my great favorite movies aren't anybody else's, but damn sure Shaka Zulu goes down as a Channel 17, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday when I ain't got nothing to do. Great film. If you from Philadelphia, you didn't see Shaka Zulu on Channel 17 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and watch the whole thing until white man came and turned it on. And for our last story, this is a tragic story, but I definitely wanted to bring it to your attention. There seems to be a new drug of choice among young people called Jankum. J-N-K-M. Let me show you how to make Jankum. You take a glass, right? A bottle, and you put doo-doo in it. No, real live dookie. And you put a balloon on top, and you let it ferment. And let all that methane gas from that dookie in the bottle get in the balloon. Then you snap off the balloon and hold it tight, and then you huff the methane dookie gas, and you get high. And I think that's proof positive that we should all legalize weed in this country. Because if people are that determined to be high, that you are huffing dookie, I just feel you should just be giving all the weed you want. Let's allow people to buy weed. Because there's nothing, those people are determined to be high. How crazy do you need to be to huff dookie? I just think at that point, crack, heroin, everything else is good for these people because all of that is better than huffing doodle. I would never, in my wildest dreams, want to huff dookie. Craziness.